pretty sure by now, quite a lot of you are probably aware that myself and my boyfriend have spent a lot of this year living in Melbourne. Now, Melbourne as a city is pretty famous for its coffee. Everywhere you go, coffee roasters, coffee shops, independent coffee stores. There's not really, You know my biggest fear? A burglar. You know?
Who else was it gonna be?
An intruder. Anyway, as I was saying, there's not really such thing as chain coffee shop. Like, don't get me wrong, there is Starbucks, there is Gloria Jeans, but mainly everywhere in Melbourne is independent coffee shops, and I love that. And as our time in this city is coming to a close, I kind of wanted to do just a fun, silly little video testing Melbourne's top 5 ranked coffee shops. So that's how I'm about to spend my morning. I am going to bring my boyfriend, we're going to do it together, because I do think if I had 5 coffees back to back, probably would be bad for the tummy. But if we alternate, I feel like if anything, the city has built up my caffeine tolerance, perhaps too much actually. So we're gonna go. Okay, so we are heading off on our little adventure through Melbourne and its suburbs. This rating, by the way, comes from the official Australia website. Is that our Uber? Obviously, it is subject to opinion. I am sure that we're gonna be like, oh my god, we've had better coffee in other places. So the basis I was going off is like officialaustralia.com. I trust their judgment, and let's go. Oh, sorry, you need to actually get out of the gate, didn't you? Okay, so we have arrived. This is what the outside looks like. Pretty cool. Don't really know why it's got bars on the window, but already I can tell that it's going to be very Melbourne inside. So let's go and have a little look. The table is cool, guys. They even sell their own merch. You can buy the coffee beans in different sizes. You can get tote bags, hats. Mainly coffee though, to be fair. Tom just likes the table that rotates around. Very cool in here. I do really like it. Like I say, very Melbourne. Got some really quite random food flavors, but I actually quite like it, like plum and gingerbread Danish. That is unique. Also, these look insane, specifically that looks so good. So here we go. Firstly, I do like the logo on the side of the cups, but Tom is right, they are quite small. Like if you look next to my hand, this is a small coffee cup. This is something I've noticed a lot about fancy coffee places. You get a tiny cup.
This would be a small cup normally, where it's like here, that's your regular.
Yeah. So the first taste test from 7 Seeds. Now, because their website doesn't have a special, I just went for my regular order, because I feel like that's actually the easiest way to compare it. Like, what do I normally get? How good is it compared to that? And my go-to at the moment is a cappuccino. Okay, so Tom's turn. Tom's gone for a regular latte. I feel like
I usually get like syrup, but I thought I'm gonna kind of mask the flavour.
To test it properly,
yeah.
No syrup, no sugar, nothing, just the coffee.
Yeah, alright.
It's alright. To be honest, that's probably how I would describe it too. It is nice. It's not like blowing me away, but I'm gonna use it as a benchmark, and we're gonna keep going because.
Where was it actually ranked? What number?
Ranked in at number 2 this place. Okay. So I'm not sure if the list is in order though, so I'm not gonna take it as in order. Like, we're not gonna do this in a specific order. The route we're taking is just the convenience route, but this is the first place we've tried, and it's ranked in at number 2.
No, it is nice, but I'm not really an expert on it. They had a really nice food counter as well.
They had an incredible food counter. So this is probably the only place we're gonna try food from, just because it's the first place that we're visiting. So we're getting a little bit of a brunch/lunch. So we've gone for pastries. I have a cheese and tomato croissant, and Tom has a chocolate and cinnamon scroll. Guys, they call this a scroll here.
It's a swirl.
It's a swirl. I swear at home we would say cinnamon swirl.
Well,
it's a swirl because it is a swirl. More energy, more energy, more energy.
Good.
Croissant is super fresh. So we've swapped seats because I was trying to get a thumbnail and the city's right behind me here. I've never really been to Carlton before, but this is actually kind of a vibe. These are my rankings for this place. I need to think about it. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. We are at the second location of the morning, which is Market Lane Coffee. Now, the difference with this one is they have actually got a few different locations across the city, and also in Prahan, I think is how you say it.
Is this one like the original?
No, this one isn't the original. It's just the one that we were closest to, but I'm going to presume that they serve the same coffee.
It will be the same bean.
Okay, again, they sell merch, they sell coffee, they sell cups.
If they sell stuff, they're probably quite.
Yeah, I love that. Very nice.
Can I grab your name as well?
Yeah, it's Molly. Okay, here we go. I mean, the printing on the cup describes this video to a T. We love to make coffee for the city that loves to drink it, and this city does love to drink it. So this is a pour over coffee, which does not have any milk. This is what a Melbourneian would probably class as a proper coffee, not a latte, not a cappuccino.
Oh, what? A Melbourneian?
What do you call a Melbourneian? I think it's Melbourneian.
No, that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. A Melbourneite?
A Melbourne.
I have no idea, to be honest. Maybe I made that up.
Everywhere we go.
Always take the noise with you.
So what was it in the last place?
The last place was a helicopter. This place is a steel grinder or something.
A steel grinder.
All right, we're gonna get a quick review because it is loud.
It smells very strong.
Yeah.
It's actually not as strong as it looks.
Really? Really? Is it really hot?
No, it's not too bad.
Oh, I like that.
It's nice, isn't it? I wouldn't have picked it either.
No, neither, but that's actually really good.
Must be a nice blend.
Okay, so we have come to our next location. This is St Ali, which is actually the #1 recommended coffee shop on the Australia official website for the entirety of Melbourne. So we are here in South Melbourne at the moment, and it does look pretty iconic from the outside. You've got this whole massive blue outside seating area. Literally half the road is taken up by this coffee shop. They've also got some banging tunes coming out of here as well. It's like a bit of a rave on a Monday morning. Yeah, I do really like this. I don't know what the inspiration is behind it. It's giving Greek for me, to be honest. Also, I wish you could smell it because it does have a really nice smell. They've got a little private dining area for coffee and cocktails in here. Got little seats that Tom's sitting on, and then the full seating area here. So it's actually quite loud. You might not be able to really hear me, but we decided to go for a flat white from here because that is what the barista recommended, and I was like, I trust you.
I think it was just easier for him to make.
No, flat white is super popular here in Melbourne. Like,
And it's easy.
we sat right under the speaker, so Tom's gonna taste test this one.
It's a bit more bitter.
Let me have a go. I like a flat white. I think that is probably, this was the most popular coffee by far. When I worked at a coffee shop, everybody ordered flat white. Oh, it is quite bitter.
Maybe that's because we haven't got any froth on it. Maybe like the milk froth would have made a difference. Do you think I'm more awake from all this coffee?
Coffee flavoured gin. It's like our 2 favourite drinks in one drink. Again guys, they actually sell merch. Oh, it's actually not branded for the coffee shop itself, so that's kind of cool. And then this is the outside, guys. It's probably my favourite outside area that we've been to so far. This cafe is in South Melbourne. Are we in now? We are, aren't we? Yeah. And it is a really cool little converted warehouse kind of vibe. We've got the whole farm shop thing kind of going on with lots of little deli things that you can buy, different wines, different alcohol, different toppings and trimming, all our own branded stuff over this side as well, which is really cool. I like this a lot. I'm stood with it behind me. So my overall rating is the outside of this one and the interior is probably my favourite. The actual coffee is definitely up there. Like, I really did like it. Was quite bitter. Probably not my favourite that we've had. I think the first place we went was probably still my favourite, but just for the vibe, this place 100%. Also, I will add, we haven't eaten here, but they have a pretty good looking menu. Our next location is the auction rooms, which looks really cool actually.
Where is this?
I don't actually know where we are. Ooh, cool. These definitely all have the same kind of style.
It smells so good. It smells like they do really good food.
Do you want to eat?
I'm kind of tempted.
So we are in our next location and we've decided to stop and actually get food because it's been about 2 or 3 hours, guys. Like, this looks like it's been right after the first place, but it really hasn't. I wish we'd time traveled like that. I have gone for an iced coffee, the first iced coffee of the video, but I felt like it was a fair test to include one that was cold. So this is a place called Auction Rooms and Tom is modelling what the interior looks like.
We think the coffee here might be the same as the last place because they're selling the St Ali coffee, so
they are.
Test.
I mean, it actually doesn't say that. When you read it here, it does say that it is. So the long blacks are by St Ali, but the regular ones, oh no, yeah, Orthodox blend by St Ali. So this is actually the same coffee as the last place, but it's okay because we're rating the whole cafe and we are trying the food. But this is what it looks like inside, which is pretty cool. I do love that they all have kind of like the same-ish interior.
But then I think it probably cements that last place as being the best.
Yeah,
because
true.
If this place is using their coffee,
yeah,
it's
that's
also
true.
on the list.
Yeah, true. Time to taste test my iced latte, my first iced coffee of the day. Ooh, it's bitter. This cafe might have become my favourite. Listen to what they're playing. You love me. We have come out of auction rooms, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I think that was probably my least favourite coffee of the day so far, but that might be because it was iced.
Might also be because it's the 4th coffee of the day.
No, it wasn't my 4th coffee of the day, guys. We've been alternating. It was basically just an iced latte, but it was very, very strong. And I actually don't really love iced coffee anymore. Like, I'd much rather drink a hot coffee. So I don't know if that maybe was it, but also basically that's that. That was auction room. It was a really nice cafe anyway. They're like super cool interior. Their playlist was banging. They played Harry Styles, followed by Lorde, followed by Taylor Swift, but not any Taylor Swift. They played Right Where You Left Me, which is like a bonus track off of Evermore. So I was thriving.
Anyway, I think, as I was saying to Molly before, I think that list was more based off like what the actual restaurant or cafe was like, what the food was like, what the whole atmosphere was like as well, which is obviously an important part, rather than specifically how nice the coffee is.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I mean, the coffee was all really good.
Yeah, I think I searched like Melbourne's most famous coffee shops, or Melbourne's most popular coffee shops, wasn't it?
And they were all like very nice places to sit in.
Really, really, really nice. If you're looking for a cafe, any of the ones we've been to today, I recommend.
And you're not that picky about your coffee, they're all pretty good.
Okay, so the final place that I had googled was up in Brunswick, apart from it closes at 2 p.m. and it is now after 2 p.m. That is my own bad, but also something to absolutely worth noting is that in Melbourne, most coffee shops, most cafes close at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, which I think is actually quite unusual. Well, not unusual, but something that isn't really a thing in the UK. Like, cafes tend to stay open until 5, whereas here everything opens at like 6 in the morning and closes at 2 in the afternoon, and that is just the average working hours of a coffee shop here. So even though I think I've probably titled this Melbourne's top 5 coffee shop, it might only be 4.
You are a numpty. Why?
An idiot sandwich.
You're an idiot. There'll be a video if Molly didn't mess up something.
Although I actually don't know if I can have another coffee. I actually think my stomach might say, please stop, and then my hands might start being like, get the shakes.
No, we actually did this on purpose because now what we want you guys to do is go and try that one and finish the video for it.
Yeah, oh my god, let us know.
There you are.
I'll insert the place we were meant to be visiting. I'll insert it here, and if you've ever been, please do review it in the comments. There we go, we're getting audience participation to complete this.
That was all part of the plan.
It was part of the plan. Okay guys, if you ignore my slightly strange outfit because I am actually now heading to work, vibrating slightly after all of my coffee, but I'm gonna end this video here. This was just a fun, silly little challenge putting Melbourne's coffee scene and cafe culture to the test, because I really do feel like, especially in Australia, it is unmatched. Like, I have never been to a city, maybe even anywhere in the world that does, gotta get the dogs, maybe even anywhere in the world that does cafe culture like Melbourne does it. And I think that is one of the things I'll really, really miss, because if you want to go out for a nice breakfast and you want to go out for brunch, this is the place to do it. So these cafes are just a couple of the top recommended ones that came up when I was searching, but I'm sure if you've seen any of my other vlogs, you'll have probably seen a couple of other places, because there are tons and tons. Yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. I think I'll also probably be posting one similar on TikTok. Also, if you're not following me on TikTok, I'm uploading on there quite a lot at the moment, so definitely do check that out. And I shall see you guys on my channel with my next video, which actually might be up a week today. Gonna be a little gap because we are actually heading to Uluru and the Red Centre. We are going to the Outback, and it is gonna be one hell of a video and one hell of an experience. I'm actually a bit nervous. Bye guys.